Hey guys, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to do a quick review. What the hell's taking so long? Why are we still waiting? Well, here's all the answers. Okay, so since the beginning of the year, I've always told you our number one delay is we're waiting on the formation of the government. That's because the central bank directly has told us that they've delayed this entire thing because Iraq must have political stability. So we're waiting on political stability for them to finish the formation of the government. Okay. Now, as you see, at the beginning of July, they shifted gears and started going after corruption. Okay, so we are waiting for the corruption to be cleaned up. That's a huge layer within political stability, and they're going after former corrupt political figures. They're bringing them down on criminal charges, and the other part too is there's a lot of current government proxy positions that end at the end of September. We're waiting for those to get removed as well. Okay, so then last weekend, you guys learned that Iraq is now under Article 8 guidelines. I'm not telling you they are inside Article 8 or that they are Article 8 at this time, meaning they're 100% international, because they're not Article 8. Okay? Iraq cannot become, and guys, there's a lot of gurus right now. I can name at least 3 of them. Top gurus out there that have some of the largest amount of followers. Okay? They're all telling you Iraq is now Article 8. That's not true. Okay, Iraq cannot become Article 8 until they change the value or rate of their currency and make their currency internationally recognized. That's what they're waiting on to become Article 8. Right now, with the IMF, Iraq is only under Article 8 guidelines and policies. For example, last weekend, you learned that Iraq has a single multi-currency practice, meaning they're only allowed to use the dinar. That's the reason they cannot pay for reconstruction at this time, because their own currency, the one single currency they're allowed to use, their currency, the dinar, is not internationally recognized, and so they can't use it to pay for reconstruction. That's why the reconstruction over a year and a half ago from the ending of the war is still outstanding, okay, because their currency has to be internationally recognized to pay for that. So that was just an example. Okay, so that's the status on Iraq with Article 8. They're under IMF Article 8 policies and guidelines and will not become Article 8 until they change the value of the currency, making their currency internationally recognized. Okay? Now, since the beginning of this year, Iraq has released news articles. Inside, guys, this is not my opinion now, this is fact. Inside the news articles, Iraq told us that inside the 19 budget that they had things for the citizens to improve their lives. They said Article 8 was inside the budget. They said the HCL, the oil and gas law, which gives money back to the citizens, they said that was inside the 19 budget. They said that those monies were allocated for the citizens. Okay? By them including post-RI monies inside the 19 budget, they're telling you or suggesting to you that they have plans to possibly change the rate in the year of 2019. That's why those monies are in there. That's post-RI monies. Okay, again, and they did tell us, they have told us at the beginning of this year that the HCL and Article 140 contained monies inside the 19 budget. Guys, that's fact. That's not my opinion. And they recently, I think it was last weekend, they recently released another article telling you, and you've heard me talk about it through this past week, they released another article flat out telling you that Article 140 contained monies inside the 19 budget, guys. That's all fact, not my opinion. Okay, so what has Iraq done this whole year? Well, simple. This whole year, Iraq has been setting the stage for the rate change. Well, what do you mean? What have they done? They have to set the stage from 2 levels. Okay, they have to for the rate change. They have to set the stage for the country. They also have to set the stage for the citizens. Okay, what have they done? Through the whole first half of this year, through the end of June, from January through the end of June, they were setting the stage for the country after the rate change. They were negotiating trade agreements, reconstruction agreements. Okay? Then, as we shifted into July, that's when they started shifting gears to set the stage directly for the citizens. Okay, the Kurds came to Baghdad. The Kurds met with Baghdad and they had a big meeting. Okay, Article 140 is only monies, post rate change monies only for the Kurds, not all of Iraq. That's why the Kurds met with Baghdad to put agreements in place and resolve their differences and get the stage set. And that's, guys, that's why this is huge right now. I want to stress something to you. Since the beginning of July, you've seen boatloads of articles talking more than we've ever seen before. And guys, I've been in this 10 years. We're seeing more articles than we've ever seen before since the beginning of July of this year, putting a huge emphasis on both Article 140 and the HCL, guys. This is huge. The reason these are things, because both of these items have to do with post rate change. These items can both have to be amended and added to the 19 budget because they contain post RI monies. They have to be amended and added to the Constitution in order to implement them. Those steps cannot take place physically until after the rate has changed, meaning they can only happen at the very end. They're literally waiting on the rate change. But now since the beginning of July, now that you're seeing them putting out large amounts of articles, more than we've ever seen before, to set the stage for this and prepare for it, that shows you guys we're at the end, because those steps can only take place at the end. Okay, so what you're seeing them do through all these steps is you're seeing them set the stage for purchase power for the citizens, guys, telling you we're at the end. Okay, so guys, we're looking amazing. We have to let this play out. This whole video is my opinion and should not be used for financial advice. And guys, you already know I'm targeting the end of September is my personal window for this, and you can clearly see the facts are walking you into that period. Okay, and so let's let this play out, guys. We're looking amazing right now. As you're starting to see now, August is going to be a very quiet month for us. Not a lot of not a lot of key things are going to be happening. I mean, they can only be talking about the HCL and Article 140 for so long before they exhaust it. So anyway, guys, we're looking great. Stay positive, stay encouraged, have an amazing weekend. We're looking very good. You guys have a great day. Take care.